Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm glad you're joining us today. We're all about making car repairs easy and approachable so you can save money and keep your ride looking its best. Today I've got a super practical fix for you that a lot of Honda CR-V owners have been asking about. We're going to tackle a really common issue on 2019 and 2020 Honda CR-Vs, the warped or peeling B-pillar garnish trim. This is that black plastic piece between your front and rear doors, and if you've noticed it starting to bow out, peel, or just look a little off, you're definitely not alone. Tons of owners have reported this problem, and it can make your car look older than it really is. The good news is, if your trim looks bowed, loose, or even a little faded, don't stress. This is a straightforward cosmetic fix you can totally handle at home, even if you're not a pro mechanic. You don't need any fancy tools or special skills, just a little patience and the right parts. I've put together a complete list of all the parts and tools you'll need in the video description below, so make sure to check that out before you get started. You'll want to have everything ready to go so the repair goes smoothly. We'll be using some basic hand tools, a trim removal tool, and of course the replacement B-pillar garnish. If you're unsure about which part number you need, I've got that covered too. Now, just a heads up, this isn't a safety recall or a technical service bulletin from Honda yet. Right now, Honda is just collecting information about the issue, so if you go to the dealer, they might not fix it for free unless you're still under warranty. It's always worth asking, but don't be surprised if you're on your own for this one. But here's the best part. You don't have to wait for the dealership or pay a ton for a simple fix. I'm going to walk you through every step, from removing the old trim to installing the new one, and I'll share some tips to make sure it looks factory fresh. You'll be amazed at how much better your CR-V will look with just a little effort. So if you're ready to give your CR-V a quick facelift and boost its curb appeal, let's dive right in. You'll have your trim looking sharp and new in no time, and you'll feel great knowing you did it yourself. Here's everything you need to know to get started. Let's get those tools out and make your Honda look awesome again. So, what's the difference between a TSB and a dealer message? A TSB is an official fix for a known problem, usually free if you're under warranty. The CR-V B-pillar issue is just a dealer message, meaning Honda's still gathering info and hasn't issued a fix. Dealers might document your problem, but unless you're under warranty or get lucky, you'll likely pay out of pocket. That's why a DIY repair is the best option here. It's fast, cheap, and you'll avoid the hassle of a dealership visit. The part is affordable and the job takes less than 30 minutes. Let's take a closer look at what's actually going wrong. Here's what to check for. The problem? The B-pillar garnish, the glossy black trim between your front and rear doors, warps or bows out over time. It's most common on 2019 to 2020 CR-Vs, and can happen on either side. Heat and sun exposure cause the plastic to expand and lose shape while the adhesive and clips weaken. You'll notice the trim pulling away, especially in the middle, or edges lifting up. It's purely cosmetic, but it ruins the clean look of your CR-V. The fix: replace the garnish with a new OEM or quality aftermarket part for a factory fresh appearance. No need to live with it. Let's see what other owners are saying. Here's what the community has found. Owners on forums and social media are all talking about this warped trim, posting photos and sharing frustration. Most complain about the look, especially on a newer car. Some got free replacements under warranty, but many were told it's cosmetic and not covered. That's why the DIY fix is so popular. Owners share part numbers, links, and step-by-step guides. The community agrees. Replacing the trim yourself is easy, effective, and saves money. If you're out of warranty, this is the way to go. Let's check if your CR-V is affected. Here's how to inspect your trim. If you own a Honda CR-V, you might be wondering if your vehicle is affected by the common B-pillar trim issue. This is a problem that's been reported by many CR-V owners, especially in certain model years. The good news is, it's easy to check for yourself, and you don't need any special tools or experience to do it. Let's walk through the inspection process together so you can find out if your CR-V is one of the affected vehicles. Start by standing a few feet away from your CR-V and take a good look at the B-pillar trim on both the driver and passenger sides. The B-pillar is the vertical section between the front and rear doors. This trim should sit flat and snug against the body of your car, creating a seamless look. Look closely. Do you notice any areas where the trim seems to bow outward, or is there a visible gap between the trim and the car's body? Sometimes the warping is subtle, so take your time and compare both sides carefully. A flush trim will look smooth, while a warped one may appear uneven or raised in the middle. For the best view, crouch down and check the trim from a sharp angle. Warping is often most obvious when you look along the length of the trim, especially in the center section. This angle can reveal even minor distortions that are hard to spot from straight on. Next, gently press on the trim with your fingers. It should feel firm and solid. If you notice that the trim flexes, pops, or moves when you apply light pressure, that's a clear sign of warping or detachment. Be gentle. There's no need to force it. Just check for any looseness or movement. Make sure to compare both sides of your vehicle. Often the side that gets more sun exposure will show more damage or warping, while the shaded side may still look perfect. This difference can help you spot early signs of the issue before it gets worse. If you find that the trim is loose, moves easily, or doesn't sit tightly against the car, it's a good indication that it's time for a replacement. Warped or detached trim can get worse over time, especially with more sun exposure or car washes. Don't worry if you discover your trim is affected. This is a cosmetic issue and does not impact the safety or performance of your CR-V. Many owners have experienced this, and it's a straightforward fix that you can handle yourself. Diagnosing the problem is the first step toward restoring your CR-V's appearance. Now that you know what to look for, you're ready to move on to the next phase, fixing it yourself. With a little time and the right tools, you can have your trim looking like new. Let's get ready for the DIY replacement process. Gather your tools, set aside some time, and prepare to give your CR-V a quick facelift. You'll be surprised how easy and satisfying this repair can be. Grab your toolkit and the new B-pillar trim. In the next steps, we'll guide you through the entire replacement process, step by step, so you can restore your CR-V's sleek look with confidence. Want to refresh your Honda CR-V's look? Replacing the B-pillar garnish is a simple DIY project. Here's how to do it right. Make sure you have the correct part. Right side is 72,721 TLA-A01. Left is 72,761 TLA-A01. Gather a plastic trim tool, isopropyl alcohol, and a clean rag. Open the rear door to access the B-pillar. Use the trim tool to gently pry off the old garnish. Remove any old adhesive and leftover clips. Clean the area with isopropyl alcohol. Peel the backing off the new garnish. Align and press the new trim into place. Check that it sits flush and secure. That's it. You've given your CR-V a fresh, clean look in just minutes. That's all it takes to fix your CR-V's warped B-pillar trim. Quick, easy, and affordable. If you're not comfortable with DIY, you can ask your dealer, but most owners find it faster and cheaper to do it themselves. Remember, this is a cosmetic issue caused by heat and sun, not a safety concern. The part numbers and links are in the description. If you have questions or tips, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. Hit the thumbs up if this helped, and subscribe for more DIY car fixes. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Keep your CR-V looking its best.